Greetings, happy 4th of July weekend. We're going to read a 4th of July book called McDuff Saves the Day, about a doggy. And I know all my study buddies love their doggies, by Rosemary Wells and Susan Juffers. He's got cupcakes, they got a sandwich, they must have gone on a picnic. They've got a sandwich with ants on it. They got, oh look, there's ants all over everything there. I just now noticed that. Let's see what happens. I've never read this book before, but this book belongs to Eli Squalia. I didn't know he was old enough to have a book yet. Eli, your grandma must have bought that for you. I mean, Miss H must have got that for you. And it's for Dad with love and admiration. McDuff Saves the Day. Well, let's see. Here we go. We're in a car. It was 4th of July. Fred and Lucy took McDuff and the baby for a picnic at Lake Ocarina. McDuff rode in the back seat next to the baby, which he did not like, but with the fried chicken, which he did, McDuff switched to the front seat where he could see everything, which he liked. But Lucy's lap was too bumpy and jumpy, which he did not like. So there's McDuff, and there they are in the car. McDuff can't make up his mind if he wants to sit in the front seat or the back seat. He could not make up his mind where to sit. So Lucy and Fred stopped the car and gave McDuff a walk and some cool water. Lucy took over the driving. "You can't sit on my lap, McDuff," said Fred. "You're too hot, heavy, and hairy." "Too hot, heavy, and hairy," he says. "You can't." He said, "You can't sit on my lap." They took him for a walk, gave him a little water to cool him down. Back went McDuff next to the baby again. He smelled the fried chicken warm in the picnic basket. "Woof," said McDuff, and the baby woke up. Lucy stopped the car. Fred gave the baby a bottle. Lucy gave McDuff a marrow bone so he wouldn't bark at the chicken. Okay, so here we go. Giving the baby a bottle. "I'll drive," said Fred. As soon as the baby finished her bottle, she took the marrow bone away from McDuff. "Fred, stop the car," said Lucy. "The baby has the marrow bone." "I'll drive," said Lucy. Fred had to sit in the back seat with the baby and the chicken. "He always gets the front seat in the end," said Fred. McDuff stretched out on the front seat and fell into a sausage squirrel dream. A sausage squirrel dream? Look at that. McDuff's pretty cute though, isn't he? He's a furball. When they arrived at Lake Ocarina, Lucy carried the picnic basket and baby. Fred carried the beach chairs and the blanket and the handy-dandy fold-away baby emergency travel kit. Wow, that's a handful of stuff. So here they are with all their stuff. And "I'll take the baby out on the float-a-boat," said Lucy. "I'll go back and fetch the sun umbrella and the playpen and the slug-a-bug," said Fred. "You watch our picnic, please, McDuff," said Fred and Lucy. Okay, so they're asking, look at the look on his face. He's like, "Oh, really? You're gonna have me watch the picnic basket with the chicken in it?" McDuff knew get out of my face here. McDuff knew no one would dare come near the picnic basket with him there. But McDuff didn't hear or smell the silent invaders. They penetrated the picnic basket by the hundreds. In a few short minutes, the picnic was gone. What is it? What did we say? We saw crawling on those, right? What did I tell you? Ants. Lucy and Fred did not know what to do. "We could eat mulberries," said Lisa. "I could catch a small fish," said Fred. McDuff decided to explore other picnics. So there he goes. He's like, "I'm out of here. Yeah, ours has gone to the ants. I'll go find a good picnic." I'm just making this up as I go along. He went from blanket to blanket until he found Mr. DiMaggio. McDuff took a meatball for Mr. DiMaggio's picnic. "No," said Mr. DiMaggio. McDuff started eating more meatballs. "No, no, no," said Mr. DiMaggio. Lucy and Fred heard him. "Your dog is eating my picnic," said Mr. DiMaggio. "We're so sorry," said Fred and Lucy. Mr. DiMaggio is not happy. You see, the ants ate our picnic and he is hungry. Oh, that's terrible, said Mr. DiMaggio. Sit right down and eat. I have lots. Mr. DiMaggio shared his egg salad, fried chicken, devil's food cake, and lemonade with Lucy, Fred, and the baby. Lucy gave McDuff a turkey and tomato sandwich. Okay, so there we go. We got the meatballs, and then we got them all staying. It keeps flying out of there. Sorry about that. It's hard to do picture books by video. Without you, we'd have nothing to eat, said Lucy. Without you, I'd have been very lonely, said Mr. DiMaggio. But it was McDuff who introduced us and saved the day, said Fred. Dusk fell. Mr. DiMaggio brought out his concertina. Wah! Screamed the baby. Fred held the baby's ears, but it did no good. Ah, look at them having their picnic. Mr. DiMaggio played the Star-Spangled Banner. Wah! Screamed the baby. Then McDuff began to howl. Ooh! And everyone sang along. It was time to pack up the umbrella and the float-a-boat and the slug-a-bug and the handy-dandy fold-away baby emergency travel kit and say goodbye to Mr. DiMaggio. Into the back seat, McDuff, said Fred. Oh, forgot the pictures. Sorry, gang. So there we go. Suddenly, the fireworks began. Bang, bang, went the fireworks. Wah! Screamed the baby. Fred said, you'll have to hold your hands over the baby's ears. Your hands are bigger and more soundproof, said Lucy. So Fred stopped the car and got into the back seat with the baby. Lucy got into the driver's seat and McDuff came in the front seat. He always gets the front seat, said Fred. Yes, said Lucy, but after all, he saved the day. And there he is in the front seat on the way home from their 4th of July picnic. And did I show you the fireworks? I don't think I showed you the fireworks, did I? There's the fireworks. So McDuff saves the day. First he loses it all to the ants, and then he saves it by meeting Mr. DiMaggio. Look at the dogs all flying. I like that. That's my favorite part of the book. Okay, that's it. Now go have a great 4th of July, and I'll see you back here probably, I don't know, maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that. I don't know. Sammy will tell you. Sammy's got this thing. Sammy's pulled it all together, so he'll let you know. Next thing we're going to do is What Should Danny Do? It's got 9 stories in one. I don't know how they do that, but we'll find out. That's a wrap. Cut.